Hello and welcome to VAD Inspires, and today I'm gonna share with you the unspoken word of stress. That's right, I'm gonna share with you how you can eliminate stress. So in this video I'm going to go to the basics, and then I'm gonna try to make you understand first the reasons why we're stressed, how you can recognize it, and how you can help eliminate it. So it's vital to understand that just like every other emotion, stress is an emotion. It's like happiness, like depression, like anger. These are all emotions. And the one unique thing with emotions is that they can be changed with an instant. And we're gonna talk more about this later in this video. So let's start. What is really stress? What is stress? Here is the dictionary definition of stress. It says stress is an emotional or a mental strain caused by an adverse or demanding circumstances. Now, I think the most important thing that causes stress is overthinking things. It's all about perspective. Do you know that 80% of work done, 80% of achieving something is psychology, and only 20% is mechanics? Have you ever heard an athlete say it's all about 90% mental? Well, that sums it up. I'm saying this because oftentimes we think we are stressed. It's not that we are stressed, but we think we are stressed. By that thinking and that perception, we go into the state of stress. So it is important to understand that you have to be certain and not sabotaging yourself. Have to be certain that you're stressed, because when you think you're stressed and you're not really stressed, you will still be stressed. Now, understand the difference between being tired and stressed out. Because oftentimes we use these two words synonymously, but they are two different things. When you're tired about your job, let's say your job, we could give you a break, or you need a little time off and then you can get back on. But when you're stressed about your job, you need more than a break. And we're going to talk about what you need later in this message, in this video. So, but here I want you to understand that oftentimes the way we think things are, not the way they are, but the way we think they are, is the problem, is the cause of why we are feeling stressed. It's one of the major problems we feel stressed. So now you might have a nagging wife or husband, a strict boss, a controlling parent, or maybe it's just you. Maybe there's a problem in your life you're trying to fix, and Lord knows you've tried everything in the world, but for some reason you haven't been able to solve that problem and you're stressed about it. I want you to know that, I want you to understand that there are unspoken words about those stressful moments, those stressful situations, those stressful problems. And if you can understand the unspoken words, if you can solve what's behind, then you can tackle what's in front. You see that? So for this past minutes, I hope I've sold you on the idea that ways we think things are actually affects the way we feel about it. Now, how do you recognize stress and eliminate it? I think when you have something that is bothering you, when you have some kind of thing it's just can't get out of your mind, is disrupting your daily activities, and your brain is even kind of tired of thinking about it, but for some reason you still can't get rid of it. I think maybe you are stressed. And the earlier you recognize this, the earlier the better. Now, the first step, just like in any problem, is to recognize that there is a problem. Because what people do in this first step is that they don't realize that there is a problem. And when you don't realize it, or when you realize it and you try to put it off, it even comes more out. And I think if you have been stressed, really stressed over something, I think you agree with me that the more you put it off, the more it comes out at you, the more you feel it. So face it. Face it, you're being stressed. And see ways you can get yourself out of this deleterious state of mind. So I think the first step in figuring out ways to limit and ways to eliminate stress is actually refocusing your mind. Refocusing your mind. So I'm going to ask you to do something right now. I want you to think about what you were thinking about when you were stressed. Can you do that? Think about what you were thinking about when you were stressed. Just take a minute. You can pause this video right now and just do it. Now, if you pause this video and do what I asked you to do, you will find out that how to eliminate stress is actually try to focus on something else. Because when you focus on something else, you feel different. And when you feel different, that changes your state of mind. And you decide where to focus your mind. Now, this is not particularly easy, refocusing your mind, but I can tell you the results, the outcome is so promising that you won't resist to try. I mean, if you're really stressed, you want to solve your stressful situations, the unspoken words are those feelings that you can refocus to something else, and then you can feel less stress. Now, our brains are structured to always find out what's wrong, to always find out what we need to fix. And in this world of ours, you don't even need to look further than where you are right now to see what's wrong around you. I mean, it's crazy. No wonder why we are always stressed. But here's the good news. Your brain can be schooled. You own your brain. Your brain doesn't owe you. You control it. It's there for you to use. It's not there to use you. So the first step we talk about is refocusing. Trying to focus on something else. For example, if it is your job, why are you doing that job? Who are you doing it for? Think about all this. Just contemplate it in your mind. Let's say you're doing it for your parents or to survive. I mean, are you doing it for your family? I mean, when that stressful emotions try to get to you, try to think about the reasons you're doing that. If it is for your family or for your parents or for your spouse or for your children, then you should be proud, not stressed. Look at them and see how good they are living because of what you're doing. Again, it's perspective. It's seeing something from a different light. That's going to change the whole emotion, change the whole perspective of how you feel. Let's say you're doing it to survive. And if you have a tremendous goal that you are trying to pursue, that's good. Look at that outcome. Look at that goal you're trying to go for. Whenever you're stressed, fill your mind with that emotion that since you are going somewhere, you should be filled with joy. You should be filled with happiness. Now, it's hard to do. It's not easy to apply. It seems laborious. But here's the truth is that anybody can do this. And you can start today and try to train your mind to refocus and try to focus on something that's going to make you feel better. But here in conclusion, I would make you understand that stress, we cannot eliminate it completely, unfortunately. It's an emotion, it's part of life. We're gonna have to live with it. But here's the truth: you can choose to change your state of mind whenever you feel stressed. When you change your state of mind, you change how you feel. You change how you perceive something. And when that changes, everything changes. And since it's not hard to feel stressed over something, you could have 1,000 practice within a month. And if you have this amount of practice, the laws of averages that says if you do something often enough, you get the ratio of results will work for you. Let's say you do it 10 times, it works for you 3 times. If you do it 10 times and times and times, maybe the next 10 times you're going to do it is going to work for you 5 times. That's the law of averages. But you got to have to come from somewhere and focus your mind to the things that you want, which is to feel good, to feel better, to feel wonderful. No one wants to feel stressed. Again, the truth is you're going to feel stress. And again, the truth behind it is also that you have the option, the decision, the choice to change and refocus your mind. Find out why you are really doing that activity, why you are in that position, and use that to change your mind and change your focus. And I bet you will feel better and better and better. This is really inspired, telling you that you can have what you want. You can have the happiness, you can have the joy, the vitality. It's there for everybody to have. Thank you, and stay inspired. And by the way, I have I'm gonna leave a link on my comment of the written version of this stress series. So you can click the link, it takes you to my website, and then you can read the articles there. Really good articles, nice to watch. Again, God bless, and I'll see you next time.